sun was pretty low in the sky when I checked into the Baymont in Fort Bragg. I'm walking really stiffly. I don't even dare get into the tub tonight. But I do get a good night's sleep. And today I'm on my way to San Fransico. The Baymont is a 2-star motel. And I did stay at a lot of 2-star motels on this trip. I always found that they were pretty well always clean and staff were always friendly. But right now, I need to think about some breakfast. Sometimes it's easy to find those little family restaurants that everyone wants to stop at. But other times, unless you know the area, you don't always find them. And sometimes you're just gonna have to settle for McDonald's. I'll be honest, I've got nothing against McDonald's breakfast. The coffee's okay, but I do stay away from the hash browns. I'm going to have at least 5, probably closer to 6 hours on the road along the shore, riding the Pacific Coast Highway. Looking forward to it. As a rule, I try to gas up at night when I'm about half an hour away from my stop for the night. Didn't yesterday, so besides filling the belly, gotta also fill the belly of the beast. It was an absolutely beautiful day. Hardly a cloud, warm, and the scenery, well, this is a road that I think every rider should ride. I had this nagging suspicion that I had not turned on the camera on the trailer. I'd moved it to the ocean side, but did I? I hadn't. So, time to pull off and get that camera on, because it's going to be an important camera today. The sun and the ocean right there makes me kind of happy. Now the back is acting up, but pressed against the backrest, it's okay. Now, this does not quite look like the Atlantic Ocean to me. I can't say why, but it definitely has got a different feel. I'm going to see lots of construction today. Lots of areas where they've had to replace part of the road, and a lot more areas where they're dealing with erosion. Tomorrow, there'll actually be parts of the Pacific Coast Highway I won't be able to get on because they're still repairing from damage the year before. I shouldn't have been surprised, but this road has got a lot of curves in it. This was my worst one of the day. Glad there was no one coming down the hill. But so many of the curves, of course, are when you're going up a hill or down a hill. And they're tight. I think some of them could easily rival the tail of the dragon. I've done the tail twice. Now this certainly was a lot more enjoyable. While I'm enjoying this ride and the scenery, I'm also starting to think about the fact that in 3 days I'll be in LA, which is my furthest point away from Newfoundland. I'm 2 months on the road now. If I immediately head east after getting to LA, I'll have approximately a month and a week before Canadian Thanksgiving, which is my target date for getting home. So there really shouldn't be any dawdling on the way back. Now, I am still just partially thinking about going to Mexico instead. If I went to Mexico, say till after Christmas, maybe right till the New Year, then came back into the southern states, I think I would be allowed in 2024, 6 months before having to worry about a visa. I would intend to head back to Canada in mid to late April and get back to do theater work. So these are some of the serious thoughts that are going through my head as I'm traveling along the coast here. I'm enjoying the scenery, but I'm also doing a fair bit of thinking. Okay, here's another sloppy turn for me. But remember, I can see much further down the road than this camera can, so I knew that there was nothing coming, so no panic. Lots and lots of curves, and a lot of times you don't notice from the camera just how steep the grade is. So curves, change of grade. Yeah, it's a great road, a lot of fun, but you gotta be careful. In 2008, I got a little frustrated with the rubber guards on the gas pumps. I know they're there to prevent spills, but really hard to fill a motorcycle gas tank until one of the attendants told me, just pull back the foreskin. Once I understood that, no problem. Editing this in December 2025, there's a lot of changes in the reality of traveling to and through the States now. But I'll leave that for a future video. Right now, I just want to enjoy the scenery and this ride day. At this point, I'm thinking that the Pacific Coast Highway has certainly lived up to all its hype. Beautiful road to ride, beautiful scenery. I've been very lucky on this trip. I've gotten to do things like the Beartooth Pass, Lolo Pass, Highway 99 in BC, and the Redwoods. And now I'm getting back into civilization. I'm now getting into the outskirts of San Francisco. I have not ridden city traffic for a little while. Let's be honest, it's not the traffic, it's the hills. So I'm going to be visiting an old childhood friend, Linda, and this is Sausalito. I hope I pronounced that right. It's these hills. I was not really expecting this, and I don't know why. The hills and the curves, it's like someone led a donkey up the hill, up the mountainside the easiest way, and then they paved over it. Anyway, this is going to be one of those I'm in a sweat moments. Nothing like doing this on a 900-pound motorcycle pulling 450 pounds of trailer. I'll stall out at least once trying to get my way around here. My only real knowledge of San Francisco comes from the movies, and I forgot just how many hills could be involved here. In 2008, I was well inland, and I kicked myself for not seeing the Golden Gate Bridge. Definitely want to see that on this trip. But I will admit, these hills and small roads and all of the corners do get to me. But eventually, I do make it. It's been a long day. I'm ready for a hot bath, some food, some wine, and some good conversation. But thank you for coming along, and we'll see you in the next video. Golden Gate Bridge tomorrow.